So, hello and welcome everyone to GrabGuidance official YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have you all here with us. As we all know that our country is going through this unexpected time, and we all are some or the other way struggling because of this COVID situation. Schools are closed, universities are closed, colleges are closed, but still, I can proudly say, being a part of this education industry, we are blessed to spread the knowledge, learnings, guidance to our student community. That's something which I can say is a positive things going for all of us, right? Where online education is playing a huge role. So that's why GrabGuidance is also an online platform we have built up to help our student community. Right. So before moving further with this session, I would like to give a brief about what GrabGuidance basically is and what all things are there on this platform. So let me share my screen first. Give me a minute. I'll just share my screen. Yeah. So this is a platform. There's a platform Grab Guidance. You can see this is a homepage where you can easily search to a website and see all those things in a portal. What things we are offering, what all things we are get right, what we provide to our student community. So Grab Guidance is a marketplace of experts and learners for live one-on-one session on academic and career guidance, where we provide personalized online guidance. Right. So any student coming to this platform can see all the things. These are some major USPs of ours that we provide an end-to-end solution. So student can easily come to this platform with their queries. They can search for an expert of their own choice. They can book a session with them, right, and can take a one-on-one live session. Second one is comprehensive solution for online learning. Like, so we are also providing very comprehensive solution. Even we have some very qualified, experienced and qualified experts on our platform. We have some 100 plus experts, like Dr. Subrata is also here with us. So he's one of our experts as well. Apart from it, we really believe in providing quick guidance through small sessions. So even any student coming with some 20 minutes query, one query or even singular two to three queries, they can book a 20-minute session and can take a guidance there, right? And these are some major focus areas which we are majorly targeting on. So when we talk about schools, so in schools we are majorly focusing on students from 8th grade onwards, 8 to 12, and in 11, 12 we are saying we are going with commerce students. We are majorly focusing on commerce subjects. Then moving towards graduation and post graduation. So there we are focusing on student of masters, right? We are focusing on management students, who are MBA, PGDM, all those students we are focusing on. So these are some offerings which we provide. These all are the subjects on which we have experts on our platform to provide a solution on each and every query. And how things work on our platform is, as I told, search for an expert. You can easily come to this platform with a query, search their expert, book a session with them, and can enjoy live streaming and can clear your doubts. Right. So this is all about this portal. Now I'll tell you how booking happen as well on this portal. So any student coming, suppose I'll select MBA and I want to take a session on marketing management. So I'll type here marketing management. You can see in academics, marketing management. I'll click here. I'll search for the profiles of marketing management experts. So here you can take a book a session from 26 marketing experts we have. So any student, any learner can see all these profiles. Right, there are a lot of profiles listed on our portal. So these all are expertise in marketing subjects, right? So suppose I want to go with Dhaval Jain. So I'll open his profile, and here I'll see that Dhaval has expertise in business communication and marketing management, and he have an overall experience of 19 years, right? And these are the time availability on which Dhaval will be available for taking sessions. And here, moving forward, I can see the experience as well, that he's a senior marketing manager of Kaya Limited. So even we have these kind of guys who are industry experts as well, who have been working in corporates. So any student who want to connect with some corporate guide, industry experts, so they can easily do that. They can easily connect with them and can take a guidance from those experts as well. So here again you can see that there are a lot of experts. So even if any student want to book a 20-minute session, 40-minute session, 60-minute session, so they have that flexibility as well, right? So if I talk about Dr. Himanshu Puri's profile, so here you can see I can book a 20-minute session with him, right? I can select the time according to myself. I can click on choose and can take a confirm and pay session, right? So another thing is, suppose once I took a session with him and I felt that this session was very amazing. All my queries were resolved, right? And I have answers to all my queries, and I'm very much comfortable with Dr. Himanshu Puri. So next time, what I can do, I can go out to book a multiple sessions as well. I'll click here, I'll select a time frame. Suppose I'll want to take a session 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. So all these days, Dr. Manchupuri is available. I'll select a date. Suppose I'll choose 23rd, and I can book a session till upcoming 2 to 3 months, right? So till 31st July, review. Yeah, I'll mark Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So here I'll come to this landing page. Here I'll draft my query that I want to discuss about marketing. Right, and just a minute. Yeah, so I'll select the days. Again, I'll select the date, review. My query will be marketing. And I'll click on confirm and pay. So I'll be taken to our Paytm gateway page from where we can book a session, right? So right now it's a testing session, so that's why it didn't got booked. So here we can easily book a session, right? So this is all about GrabGuidance. Any student, here we are connecting two people, right? We are connecting an expert with a learner, so that any query can be easily solved and can easily answered, right? So this is all about GrabGuidance. Yeah. So moving further, yeah. So now this GrabGuidance platform, we have built our own flagship product, which is online class. This we built especially for our student community, as we keep on conducting these sessions for all our students. So when we started this journey, so a lot of students keep on coming up with the queries of top queries and different topics. So today we have came up with this topic: how to crack the competitive exams. So here we are. A lot of our students suggested to go for this topic. So here we are with this topic. And for this, we have one of the best resource, Dr. Subrata Chattopadhyay. So he's someone whom we really admire. He himself is an educationist, specialized in teaching marketing research. He's also an amazing author with Everest Publishers and Himalaya Publishers, and also board of director for several international journals with ISSN, Timers, and many more. So I would like to invite you, sir, to take it further. Platform is all yours now. Yeah, sir. Over to you. I believe there might be some network issue from sir end. He will rejoin. Yeah, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
I hope I'm audible. There was a glitch.
Yeah, you're
Technical glitch.
audible. There might be some network issue from your end. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. It happens in online platforms, sir. We totally understand that. So over to you, sir.
Yes.
Platform is all yours.
Okay. Very good evening to one and all present over here. Right. I thought that I'll be sharing, my thoughts on how to crack a competitive examination. Right. Now, when I say a competitive examination, right, it is about engineering competitive examination or medical competitive examination, or maybe it can be a competitive examination for a job. So it can be a competitive examination for studies, and it can be a competitive examination for a job or a career that you want to make, right? So what I'll do is I'll just share my screen, and I was presentation that I would share with you. So I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
So what are the tips and tricks to study and crack competitive examinations? So the first thing that I would like to suggest is that make use of the Russian physiologist even Pavlov's experiment. So I hope you know that Pavlov's experiment was about you know conditioning. So that means you need to have the competitive examination, be it engineering, be it for engineering, be it for medical, be it for your government examinations. So that should be the focus. And you should be attracted and you should have a goal that I need to crack this examination. I need to secure, this type of rank. And you have that focus. So if you have that focus, then what you can do is that since you know that this is what is required, so you can definitely, reach your goal fast. So it is very important that you have your focus ready, and that should be, so it is like Arjun of Mahabharata, right? So when Sri Krishna asked that, by showing a bird, that what you are seeing, so he only said that I want to focus on the eye. I am seeing just the eye. So the eye is the target that you have to achieve at any cost. So that is what should actually attract you, and you have to reach that particular goal. That is the first thing that you need to have in your mind. The next is that I'm presuming that most of you are studying. So you should match your school timetable and your home study schedule. So in your school, you have your classes, and also you have your competitive examinations. You are preparing for that. So many a times there is a mismatch of your school routine or whatever is being done in your school and whatever you are doing for your examination preparation. So hence, you have to match your school timetable and your home study schedule so that both of them are satisfied, because you need to have your academic results, and at the same time you need to focus on your goal, which is that after my class 12, maybe I need to crack my engineering, or I need to go for medical. So you have to have that ambition. You cannot say that I can go for engineering or medical or whatever, right? You have to have your goal. That is very important. If you want to crack the IAS examination, you need to set your goals, and you need to know that which are the subjects that you are taking, and you should actually prepare based on those subjects. Okay, now please do understand, I'll tell you straight away, which is there is a difference between academic examination and competitive examination. The basic difference is that when you are going for an academic examination, it is how you score. Okay, how you score, how much marks you do get. That's important for an academic examination. Whereas for a competitive examination, it is not about how good you do, but it is about how bad others do. Okay, so there is a difference in the preparation for a competitive examination and an academic oriented examination. Now, these days we have a lot of hindrances in the form that all of us are now huddled in our home, and we are there for most of the time on social media, right? So it can be a Facebook, it can be an Insta, it can be a Twitter, right? And we are spending a lot of time on this, or maybe a WhatsApp. So avoid being too social for the time being. because you have to have your goal. Please remember, कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है, and you need to adjust. That's very important. The next thing that I would suggest is that there is a difference between a smart worker and a hard worker. So, when you are preparing for competitive examinations, it's always advisable that you try to do smart work rather than hard work. Avoid studying at odd times. So many a times people don't have their sleep, or they are getting up at odd hours, maybe at 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, and then doing their studies. Please do remember that would affect your health. So you need to have your health proper. You need to be in the pink of your health, and at the same time you need to manage your studies properly. Okay, now read the content thoroughly. It is very important that you read the content. So what you need to do, or what subjects you are studying, right? You need to read the content thoroughly. Okay, because if you don't know what is going on, what you need to do, then you are at your problem. So what is the content? What do you need to prepare actually? Okay, so that is very important. Okay, and you should never study when you are not actually um, in the best of the times. So what is the methodology for preparing for competitive examinations? The first is, you need to have a broad overview about what is the subject you are studying. What is the
Sir, can you hear me? I believe there is a network issue from his end. Uh, Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We'll just wait for him to rejoin. I believe there's a lot of network connectivity issue. Anyway, these are some challenges which we faces on online education, but yeah, we have to overcome these things. So let him rejoin once. I'll just call sir and ask. Yeah. So sorry for the inconvenience, everyone. Because of bad weather in Kolkata, so that's why there's a lot of connectivity issue. So sir is joining in a minute. Yeah.
I'm so
He's
sorry.
here. No worries, sir. We
Uh,
understand it's because of this bad weather. So yeah, totally fine. You can share your screen now.
yeah. Is it okay now? I'm keeping it like
Yeah,
this.
it's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
So I was discussing about government examinations. What are the tips and tricks for government examinations? So as I was telling that one of my friends who is presently the director of Ordnance Factory Board, he used to tell us that you go to a place or join some organization wherein not many people are there, which means, see, at that time he also didn't know that he will be appearing for IAS examinations. And believe you me, right, after doing his MSc in physics, he actually did his PhD in astrophysics from Tata Institute of Fundamental Research and went on for his postdoc in Japan. And after that, he thought that he should go for IAS. He wanted to do something for the society. So you need to have your goals aligned. That is very important, right? So your focus should be only on one position, and you should try to work on weaker points. Do not neglect your health. Try as many mock papers as possible because that gives you a lot of valuable practice. Maintain a high level of concentration. Take help from seniors and people you know, and always be confident. So those are some of the tips for cracking government examinations. Now, many of you may be thinking that, can I prepare for competitive examinations without any coaching? Now, in this case, what you need to do is that you have to have a lot of self-discipline. So you schedule a proper time for your studies. Go for a proper timetable. Cover the whole syllabus without leaving any glitches. Because in a competitive examination, see, when you are going for an academic examination, you can always take the liberty of selecting few chapters. But in a competitive examination, as I said, it depends on how badly others do, not how well you do. So you cannot say that I'll be studying this chapters and I'll be cracking the examination. You have to cover the whole syllabus without leaving anything, and do multiple and effective revisions. That is very important. And you solve the previous year's exam papers and mock papers, okay, referring to the new books or the internet for more information, because information leads to knowledge and knowledge leads to power. Okay, so it is not only the textbooks or the reference books, but also you have to have information from all sources. You need to have information, updated information about the topics that you are studying, which is happening. And again, if you are preparing on your own, it is advisable that you go for a group study with some of your friends. Now, it is important that you have a shorter study period. So many of you may think that if my study period is long, if I, out of 24 hours, I study for 18 hours, 19 hours, 20 hours, believe you me, it's not about quantity. It is about quality. So, whatever you read, you do some solid study. So it's really better to break your study sessions than going for a marathon. Because many a times we are, reading the books, we are studying the books, right, preparing for the competitive examinations. But if you go at a stretch for a long period of time, then it will not be possible for you to concentrate on the topic. Okay, so you can be tired and you can be frustrated, and that is something you should avoid. So if you are aiming to ace the competitive examination, you study for 2 hours. It's just a small prescription that I want to give you. Take a 15 to 20 minutes break, and then again for 2 hours. So do it like that. So taking breaks is very important. Number 2, sync the timetable of your school with the home study schedule, as I said, right? Whenever you see your teacher covering a topic, make sure that you can revise the topic beforehand and you prepare the notes. So whenever there is some test in class, you should be prepared with that, okay, with the questions, with the diagrams, okay. Number 3, plan your study time. Very important. So before you sit to study, make sure you plan things accordingly. So planning is very important. You should have a good idea about what you are wanting to prepare. Okay, so that is very important. What you are wanting to prepare for an examination and what you are not wanting to prepare for the examination. Okay, so what do you want to study and what do you want when you are preparing for an examination? Plan things ahead. If you go for a proper planning, and if you have a proper plan in place that by this time I will be covering this, by this time I will be covering this, by this number of days I will be covering this, then you can definitely do well in the examination. And people who plan, they are the ones who are better placed than those who don't. Number 4, I said take small breaks. So that is very important so that you can have a solid study. So if you're studying all morning, take some hours off during evening or play a game or something, right? So that you are rejuvenated. So taking breaks are very important. Number 5, have some tea or coffee, right? So if you want to do well in examination, you must remember small things. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to take 4 cups of coffee or 6 cups of coffee, maybe 1 cup of coffee. And if you are feeling dizzy, you will get energized and you will again be able to continue for a longer time. Okay, you can have also tea. It's not only coffee, right? Herbal or green tea, right, to refresh you, whatever you like. Okay, keep yourself far away from distractions. I already said about this, right? This is a very important tip for competitive examination, that you should be far away from any potential distraction that is there. If your place of study has a lot of noise, then also you may be distracted. Your peace may be affected. So don't allow yourself to be distracted by small things, by petty things, which would require a whole lot of time. Number 7, it is always suggested that you study during the early hours of the day. Now, generally, even in our Vedas, in the Vedas, it is written that Brahma Muhurta is actually 4 to 6 p.m. Okay, 4 to 6 p.m. So prepare in the early hours of the day. So that is very important. Okay, so many of us have the habit of continuing late into the night. Remember, it actually disturbs your sleep. It actually distracts your attention. So my suggestion would be that you study in the early hours of the day, especially if the topics are difficult. So the best time to study in the morning, okay, 4 to 6 that time you can remember more also, and it has been scientifically proved, and there are enough research on it. So make sure you have got enough sleep so that you can get early and cover what's important. Okay, so sleeping is very important if you're trying to get ready for competitive examination. Okay, so if you want to remember a lot of stuff in the long run, I would advise that you study in the early hours of the day. 8, don't study at odd times. I already said about this, right? People usually feel tired and exhausted an hour or two after having lunch. So if you're having lunch and immediately you're getting back to study, you may feel sleepy. Okay, some people can't study after a few hours post dinner, and if that's one of you, please understand yourself. So you need to understand what are your convenient times. Based on that, you do your study. So if there is lot to cover, then you can simply prepare the notes beforehand, get a small nap, recharge yourself, and after a refreshing drink, you come back to study. This will definitely work. Number 9, very important, read the text thoroughly. Okay, so whatever your chapters are, whatever your subjects are, you need to read the text thoroughly, and you have to revise at the same time. So make sure you have seen the headings, the introductory part, subheadings, etc., right, which will give you a good idea about what will be coming for your exam. Remember the keywords, and that is one of the tips for remembering theory. You remember some of the keywords or the main points. For that, you can highlight them when you are studying and keep that in mind. So these keywords are very important and shall be needed when you are getting ready for the exam. Next, number 11, save enough time for revision. Okay, so I said about planning. So when you're getting ready for the exam, you should also plan and have some time for revision. So it can really help you remember a lot more important stuff during exams. Believe you me. So you revise 2 to 3 times before your examination. Choose color for the books. So whenever you are reading, for the first time, you highlight that. So that is very important. You should color the ideas in red, and the dates can be kept in blue or something like that, with the facts in colors as green or yellow, whatever is convenient to you, just to grab your attention when you are doing a revision or you're reading for the second time or the third time. You don't have too much to read. You can just focus on the key points, on the keywords. So it's actually a good strategy and one that can help you in the long run. Okay, it's very important if you are preparing for competitive examinations, you have to have a good and healthy diet. So exam time is usually very important, and you have to have a proper diet with proper carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, etc. Okay, so diet can actually make or break things. I know a lot of people who are fully prepared for their competitive examinations, but before the night before exams, they did not have the proper sleep or something like that, and indigestion, etc. And that's why their entire preparation, their competitive examination, went for a toss. So drink enough of water, and don't forget to add vegetables to each meal. Get enough exercise. So you should remember to give your body enough exercise, and exercising is very important. Maybe 30 to 45 minutes of exercise 4 to 5 times a week. That would keep you fit and fine and give you a lot of energy to prepare for the examinations. Okay, so you can be amazed at the benefits and the promise of exercise. I already talked about this. I'll not spend too much of time. Okay. Be as social as you can. See, after you crack the competitive examinations, you have all the time to be social. Okay. So don't attend too many parties or have drinks, okay, with your friends, because every minute counts. And you really don't know what might get. It does not mean that you will be completely locking yourself, but please be a bit selfish and focus on yourself, on your goals, because your exams are very important, right? And your career is very important, and you need to be more into your books. Don't study one tough subject after the other. So sequencing the subjects is also another very important trick for preparing for competitive examinations. So if you have studied one tough subject, after that you go for an easier subject. Okay, do yourself a favor and don't study one tough subject with no gaps in between. So if you're studying even two tough subjects, then say for example, physics seems tough to you, mathematics seems tough to you, so physics, after physics don't do mathematics, or whatever according to your choice. Okay, so don't study one tough subject after the other. Next is switch off your phone. So very important is, when you are studying, please don't have distractions. Switch off your phone and keep yourself away from social media. So studying is very important, and many a times what we do is we keep the mobile phone just by our side, and alongside studying we are checking mails, we are checking Facebook, we are checking WhatsApp, okay, and whatnot. So actually you are not concentrating properly. You are wasting your time, and that is hindering your preparation for competitive examinations. So please ensure that you are not into too much of social media until your exams are over. Next is study hard, study smart. Okay, don't distract yourself and pay complete attention to the study material. Working hard is important, and if you're planning, you can definitely get success. So at least I recommend 6 to 7 hours of solid study. That is very important, wherein wastage of time is minimal. Next point is don't get stressed out. I already said about this. So don't take too much of stress. You have your competitive examination, you have your focus, you have your goal there. But if you want to do well, and if you are thinking too much about it, you will be stressed. You may be thinking that so much to cover in so small a time. How can I manage it? Okay. Study hard, give your best, and you are definitely bound to get good results. So very importantly, make sure to keep yourself healthy and fit during such times. So this is basically the summary that we discussed. Rejuvenate yourself in between, use colors for books, plan your time effectively, breaks are helpful, drink some tea or coffee, avoid any kind of distractions during competitive examinations, never get stressed during competitive examinations. Early hours of the day are best to study. Never schedule a similar kind of subjects or tough subjects one after another. And remember the keywords. Plan to have enough revision time. Shorter study sessions work better than long sessions. Have a proper diet, proper exercise. Okay, don't study one tough subject after the other. Repeatedly, I'm telling you, switch off your phone, avoid distractions while studying, and study hard, study smart. Okay, so I wanted to have some questions. If you have any questions or anything that you want to discuss, you are most welcome. Mr. Tyagi.
Yeah, sir. So Any query anyone have? So your queries are most welcome. So I will be happy to answer your queries.
I hope I was audible now.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Okay,
great, sir.
great.
No, audible. I believe we're not having that much queries this time. Still, just we'll wait for some time. Any query if
Yeah,
anyone
definitely,
have?
definitely.
Yeah,
So please remember, the mantra that I said, that when you are preparing for competitive examinations, it is not how well you are doing, unlike academic examinations, but it is about how badly others are doing. And to
absolutely, absolutely.
crack competitive examinations, you need to have a lot of patience, you need to have a lot of perseverance. So the friend that I was mentioning, who is the director of Ordnance Factory Board and IS officer now, after doing his PhD in astrophysics, he took up subjects. So choice of subjects is again very important. What subjects are you taking, especially if you are going for government examinations? Okay, so believe you me, after physics, he took subjects like history, anthropology, not because that these subjects he doesn't know, but these subjects are very scoring, and that's why he went for those subjects. And after he was selected for IAS, let me tell you, you can see his video also. I'm telling his name, Dr. Udipan Mukherjee. Okay, so after clearing his IAS, he got his appointment after 6 years. So imagine the amount of patience and the hard times that he had to go through. He cleared in 2012, and after that in 2018, I think he got the appointment. So that is very important. Okay, so I've got the first question over here. How much months of preparation one needs for a bank PO examination? See, the first thing that I would like to tell you is that, first of all, you go through the syllabus. If you're preparing yourself, and see the syllabus, how much of the syllabus you know, and how much time you would require to prepare. You are the best judge. But as a thumb rule, I would say around 6 to 8 months minimum is required to prepare for a bank PO examination. But you need to you are the best judge of yourself. You need to understand that how good are you in maths, how good are you in general knowledge, right? So it depends absolutely on you, that how much time would be required for you to crack a bank PO examination. So generally, what I've seen my students preparing, they take 6 to 8 months of solid time to prepare for bank PO examinations, and they crack for it. But you need to have the focus, the dedication, the perseverance, the commitment for it. That's very important. Okay. Any other
Great.
question?
Uh, yeah, we have one more question from Ayush
Yeah.
Pandey. So, what is the best way to get rid of the stress of exams?
Okay. I would reply a bit philosophically. When you are talking about stress, right? For whom is the stress happening? Who creates the stress? It's you. So if you are thinking, you know, things which you cannot solve, that creates stress. Maybe you are panicked. Maybe you are thinking that, how will you actually cover so much in so small a time? Okay? और आप सोचते हैं कि अरे ये मेरे से होगा क्या, नहीं कर पाऊंगा. Many a times, you appear for your examination for the first time and you don't crack. So what? You always have a second time. Analyze yourself, right? Be positive, be logical, analyze yourself, analyze where are the things that you went wrong. And if you can do that, you are bound to get success. Don't take stress. Okay. Can I take the next question? Is that answered, Ayush? Yeah. Can I take the
So
next
next question
question?
is your screen, sir. Yeah, please, from Ankita Saxena. How can we keep motivated
Yeah.
ourselves while preparing for competitive exams?
So, as I said, that you need to have your focus, your goal, your vision ready. So, like the Arjuna of Mahabharata, as I said, right? You should focus on the bird's eye. And you need to always tell yourself that मेरे को ये करना होगा. I will see. You write in the wall, जहां पर दिखे, in your room, in your study room, that by this so and so time I will become an IAS officer, or I will become a bank PO. And every day you analyze and think that how far I have reached. I have this goal within this period of time. I have to do it. And do it means I have to do it at any cost. Okay. So your self motivation is very important. Please understand that is, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? The self actualization is at the top of the pyramid, right? So self actualization means that whatever you want to accomplish, wherever you want to go, you have to achieve it. So you have to achieve it, and this, has to come from within. Very important. Okay. uh, I hope that's
Yeah,
answered. Can we take up the next question?
yeah. So next question is, if I have failed twice in competitive exams, should I go for a third time?
Oh yes, definitely. If it, time permits, if your age permits, definitely yes. See, you can see, lots of videos on YouTube about people who have failed, 8 times, 10 times. Okay. So uh, we are, doing online sessions now, the basic of which is electricity, right? And the person who invented electricity, it is said that he failed 999 times or something like that. Okay. And there are numerous examples. So you can fail. So what? Failure is the pillar of success. Remember this. So, don't give up. Have self-belief. And if you have that self-belief, if you have the willpower, definitely you will come, winning. Okay. It doesn't mean that, you score a 0 in a cricket match, right? And you are a renowned batsman. Have you seen them, not scoring 100 after that? It's very important. And, take your strides, judge yourself, and then you set your goals. That's very important. Okay. So,
Yeah, yeah. I believe all the questions are answered, and people are very happy with the quiz, with the solutions, sir. So
thank you.
thank you so much, sir. It's an wonderful session we had, and amazing things you have shared.
I
I hope
apologize
this
to
session
all
will be.
for the technical glitch that happened in between. Right. I'm very sorry. Actually, the weather condition is not good in Kolkata because of the
Yeah,
Yash, coming. So, maybe because of
very
that,
good.
some disruptions are coming.
Yeah, this network issue we are facing from past 2 to 3 days, so that's totally fine, sir. These are some issues and challenges for online learning and education. Yeah. So I hope
And
this session will be very useful for all those students, all those learners who have joined this session and who are trying to prepare for their competitive exams. So you have shared some tips and tricks for all the things for cracking the exam. So that's an amazing thing, sir. Amazingly explained, and you have motivated each one of us. by answering these queries as well, which we have came up at the end. So amazing
I
session.
think Nitin has a
Thank you
question.
so
Can I
much.
take that question?
Yeah, please, sir. I'll just shoot that on screen as well.
Nitin has written. Nitin, you have written how to face failure in competitive examinations. See, you have a glass half full of water. You can take that as half empty. You can take that as half full. Okay. Now, if you are thinking that you are a failure, then you may be having a stress. You may be having a fear psychosis. So, as I said, if you have your goals clear, if you have the self belief, if you are motivated that I will have to do, then you will definitely do it, right? And listen to a lot of success stories of people who have failed in life. So people who were nowhere, they have gone to the top levels, be it corporates, be it government, right? And there are lots of stories. So if those people can do it, why can't you? So keep yourself self-motivated. You definitely can win. Yeah, I hope that
Right.
answers.
Yeah, great, sir. Great. Amazingly answered all the questions, and it's an amazing
Thank you
session. As
so
I
much.
told, it will be very helpful for all our students who have been preparing for competitive exams.
My best
So,
wishes to everyone.
yeah, thank you so much, sir. And we would love to have you once again on this platform for some upcoming topics and all.
Always there.
So, yeah, we'll keep requesting our users and all the viewers to keep posting the queries and topics which they want to take a session on next time. So, we'll be back next time. We will be keep updating topics and dates for next GD online class session. So, thank you so much for joining this time, and thank you so much, sir, for this session. Uh, Please, everyone, be safe and be keep
Yeah,
inside your
very
family and
important.
keep, yeah, please, that's very important. So please be safe
And
and take
I
care
would
of yourself.
like to thank all the participants and GrabGuidance. So it's a wonderful platform. It's an excellent platform. Let me tell you, right? I have around 20 years of experience, 5 years in industry, and 15 years into academics. And believe you me, this is one of the best things that is possible. And with academics dynamically changing, I think GrabGuidance has come up with a great initiative. And I wish all of you very best from my side. Be safe, take care. Thank you so much. Signing off.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone. Take care. Be safe.
Bye. 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 Thank you so much.